Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Gavin Farm. I'm about to disappoint my cat because the chickens are going to come off the screen and change to Farming Simulator. She is currently batting the chickens, so now I get to break her little heart while we switch to Farming Simulator here. We are on flat acres again, doing what we've been doing for the last few days, which is harvesting everything. Alright, so basically what I'm trying to do with this method is get I bought a third pea harvester only to sell all three of them once these fields are done, because I am not planting peas anymore. Um, they'll be coming out of the greenhouse for any of that production that we need. But I bought a third one just to get this field done, and basically what it is, the two running up each side, and then this one's going down the long way, the opposite way, to shrink what they do. And hopefully get this done faster. Because honestly, this process takes a long time to get all of these harvested. And which one's A? Is it A or H? Because in the time it took me to get both of the other harvesters emptied, going again, and get the other one loaded and doing this, the first one's full again. They are filling up way too quick. So I'm just trying to get all of it done without letting any of it go to waste. The plan is this all goes to the silos. Once the silos are full, then it just starts selling out, right? Because we still, even with the fields gone, we still have product coming in to send to the production point. So now you realize one of the tasks that you have set up to run, you forgot to complete out on your real life stuff. So I'll get that done real quick. And I have those tasks. I have tasks set for myself so I remember to do them because I am very bad about certain things needing done and forgetting about them. Because I have scatterbrain. So let's take a look at the map here. I have been trying to work with the carrots, doing something different by taking out little sections of it to also try to help get the automated guy going. Neither one of them are running right now because he filled up before I saved out of the game last night. And so I just haven't gone over there to fill him up and get him going, or unload him and get him going again. I will be doing that soon, or I may not this morning just because I'm going to close out of the game anyway. We'll focus on the P's this morning. He is not quite full yet, so this is wonderful. And they also do the thing where if you get them going in the middle of the road, they go all weird before they get back on track. We're just gonna do this. Let's see. I always hate trying to get up to these guys because you have to be perfect on them. Too close, you hit. Too far away, it does not trigger. And when you hit like that, he's probably now going to finish doing that row, go all the way down to the end, and come back up a different row, leaving that one halfway done. I didn't get any of it, so I gotta try. The nice thing about when the pipe's not extended is it gives you a little bit better opportunity. You get lined up to it. Because then it'll just rest the pipe on top of the wagon. When I did this with the parsnips, the automatic workers seemed to realize that rows were being taken away. When I did it with the carrots yesterday, he didn't recognize that the row had gone away, so it looked like he continued to try to harvest what was already harvested. Which gets a little annoying. You would look at it and think every time one of these guys finishes a row, when he goes through, it should be a little bit less when he gets done with his row. Well, we'll see how that works. I need to go chest real quick and didn't get the tractor moved in time. He is almost full himself here. Now he is full. I also started the final green bean harvest as well. He wouldn't be running at the moment either because he filled up before I ended the game last night. Sometimes I remember to go through and get them all empty so that they keep running, but a lot of the times I just close out the game and forget to do that. But it's so much fun having to drive up and down the field looking for these guys. Got him. Didn't have to be left on his own again. So now I need to go get the other one. It's just crazy because you would think for as big as this equipment is, it would hold more. Especially because peas are tiny. We're getting it done. Then we sell the equipment off and we turn the fields into something else. And we'll be doing corn, soybeans, wheat, cotton, sunflowers. And some of the fields that I currently have will probably get sold back into the game if I don't turn them all into my own production stuff. So here's what we're going to do next. We got to take the semi over to the silo. I cannot automate this process because they tend to want to drive over the silo. So I have not had this guy go to sale point yet. Let's take a look here and look at something. How many keys do I have in storage right now? See, when I do this to go get this unloaded, all of those are the harvesters are gonna fill up again, and then be sitting there waiting until I get back. Which is always fun, because that means they're not getting anything done. I'm trying to get this done. And then you have problems like that. Where vehicle is broken. Now it says that, but then as soon as I go start it up and turn it back on and get it all going, it'll run for a few more minutes before saying it's broken again. So I still have to get around to disabling that mod. Get him. And what was it? The spinach one. I have, and the one field that this guy has done so far, I have had to repair that harvester way too many times. And I still have one full field left to get done with him. I think 11 is also, yeah, 11 is also spinach. So in the grand scheme of things, I have 2 more carrot fields fully not touched yet that need to get done. I have the green beans that I got started on. I have a full spinach field, a full uh, potato field, which I am just going to rent the harvester for that because I'm not going to spend the money to buy it just to have it returned at the end, or just to sell it off again at the end with one field. And why did my game just disappear? What's happening? As you guys won't see it because it's only set to show you the game. It didn't close, it just disappeared off my screen. So give me just a second here to get that back up. Back up. What do we got on this? Oh, he's done with that field. So we need to get him over to the other one over here. We got one more field that he can harvest before, or that he can plow up before we have to finish the rest of the work on the field. Now, the second cotton field still has bales on it that need to get picked up. Which I will get him started on. And then we'll take, what? Even going the right way. I am not. I should. Oh, I just stay out of the field and go around. And actually, for anybody that wants to see how I really play, we're just gonna do this to get him there quicker. And this one, it likes to throw it there. Okay, so we're in place. Get started. I'm gonna get this guy. Unload it, start back towards. I don't know why he just drove into a tree. I didn't tell him to drive into a tree. But we're gonna get him over to the barn. And then, just to get him there quicker, actually we'll let him drive. He is almost to the point. So let's get him there. And the game is starting to get laggy, so I'm gonna have to reboot the computer here soon. And I'm hanging out with him because he's got to get moved into the silo and unloaded before the other one gets there, or they start getting into the fight and yelling. Oh, goody, he's going to drive right through the rice field. And I still don't know how that particular trailer got in between those silos. He was down the way a little bit. Had to have been, or he wouldn't have been able to put those. I wouldn't have been able to put those silos there. But it is that time of the day. Let's go hang out with our chickens. for just a few minutes. And it pops up with an old image of the camera. And now back to the new. Alright. So only one of them's visible right now, the rest of them are doing things. We have one actually being broody, probably sitting on the nest still. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel, give us a follow or subscribe. We are in the middle of the planting season, and I am not very good about remembering to do videos for doing all of that kind of stuff. I have like a compilation video that I'm working on with different stages of what I've done so far. But as far as the actual videos of what's going on as it's happening, I forget to do it. But I am going to take my camera out with me, and I think I'm going to, next time we plant, I don't have planting on the, not until this weekend do I have more planting to go through, but I'm going to try to remember to at least maybe do a quick live stream for it. If I do, it'll probably just be through Facebook. Otherwise, we're going to a plant sale this weekend. We went to a plant sale last weekend too. We went to one the week before. We've been doing a lot of plant shopping, even though we are growing our own. We're not very good on the flower front. We don't seem to be able to get them to actually grow. So we buy a lot of the flowers that we are using here. Now, houseplants, I am really good at getting those suckers to grow and bringing them back to life from store death. If you've ever been to Walmart and seen some of the plants, you know what I'm talking about there. And I have quite a few plant babies. Some of them, ooh, they're getting crazy. They're going after something. There's a squirrel and a cat that like to hang out there and tease them. And that's probably what they're going crazy for. But anyway, on the 9th of May, we'll have our first vendor event. Where we will have merch to sell, we'll have some plants to sell, and a few other things as well that'll be up there for sale. But I will have more information on that as we get going, and I must have bumped him a little bit because he's going down the row again. Sorry, I'm still in the game. I switched the screens for you guys, but I'm still in the game. But there will be more information as we get closer to that. But for now, everybody, go out, have a good day, farm your yards. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.